Okay, it is that time of the year. No, I am not someone that has already ordered my Christmas presents, but I am looking at some sites that I would like to check out and be signed up and ready for during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend to make sure I don't miss the sales. I know there is Amazon and everybody will be putting things in their cart, getting ready. There's also the local stores. They have online sales now. You almost don't even actually have to go shopping. But what about educational things? I'm going to share some thoughts, some websites, show you some samples today of things that I have used and things that I'll be looking for during the sales this Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend. Welcome to Learning with Boys. My name is Rachel. I am a homeschool mom. I have 4 boys. We have been homeschooling 18 years. So I have graduated 3. I'm down to my last 8th grader. But I am going to back up in time a little bit and share not only what I might be looking at now for educational things to implement into our homeschool family during these seasons of sales, including Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but I'm also going to show you some things that I would highly suggest looking into if you have younger children all the way up to high school. All right, I am going to talk about a few online things. Originally were not online things, but are audio dramas. Now, for me, this was definitely a lifesaver. A lot of times, that would be our afternoon quiet time when the boys were younger. My son now, there's a big age gap. He would listen to these a lot while he was building Legos when he was younger. Definitely car rides, trips. These were things that were implemented during those times. One of them is Adventures in Odyssey. Now, I have had several of these. This is the only one I have left because this was one of my favorite. There is another one that has to do with the history of America, and we actually gave that to somebody else. But they have all of this online on your phone where you can purchase and listen to whichever ones you want monthly for $6.99. And I really think that's a great deal because these can be probably up to $30, I think, if you get a bigger set, maybe 20 if it's a smaller set. So they add up. So in our younger years, they probably listen to the same ones over and over. But if you do a $6.99, I can't remember what it was per year, but maybe just a year that you need something like this. It may be something you could say, hey, grandparents, we have an idea of what you can get the kids. So that is a suggestion. Now, also, I really didn't listen to Patch the Pirate growing up myself and really started implementing that when my kids became school aged. I really didn't know a whole lot about it, but I really enjoyed it in those younger years. And again, they also have taken their CDs and put them online where you can just pay for that monthly. You can listen as you go. Maybe you're planning a trip and you want to check that out. This would be a great time. So these 2 things I would check out. They may do like a free month, a free few months. I really don't know because again, I've never used the online because I have CDs and my boys are older, but we definitely would look into that if I had younger kids for sure. I do want to let you know that I have reached out to some of these companies just to see if they would even let me know what their sale was going to be. But some of them I think are mainly suggesting jump on their email list so you can be the first one updated. So I highly suggest that, especially now. I don't know if I would do it for all of these, but if there's 1 or 2 specifically and you're not on their email list, check their website out. I'm linking the websites for all of these that I'm mentioning below. So hopefully that will make some things a little bit easier for you too. Another thing that we implemented several years when my boys were younger was kiwi crates. So this was such a good idea, and I really highly recommend if you have not used those to check them out. Now, if I have a coupon code for anything, I will let you know. So far, I don't. What I did the one year was I was just looking, how you give them a gift when they're little and then that's it. Well, I thought it'd be nice if they could get something in every month. So that really worked out well because I think I did like a 3-month deal. Didn't do like a whole year or anything like that, but it was still fun. And I did notice that they do have some Christmas specials already going on. So I can imagine that they're probably going to have a good either Black Friday or both, maybe Cyber Monday. So if you have a hands-on child or really like science, and they have everything from preschool all the way up to high school. My boys were probably more upper elementary when we used these crates. So wanted to let you know that. Now, another thing that I'm going to be looking for, I've been looking at them for quite a while, and that's drive-through history. I have a couple of the DVDs that I've had for years on like ancient history. We would sort of supplement that in as we talked about ancient history. I purchased these this school year, and we have not watched them actually. And they are both about different parts of the Holy Land, but I have been checking out their website, and they have a couple things that I'm very interested in. And my boys really enjoyed these with Dave Scott driving around, sometimes different cars, to different historical places. He has some on American history. I think he has some on the Testaments. He has quite a bit. He's been doing this for many years now. So they're very professionally done. He has some extra, like I said, things on his website, and I definitely am going to be checking them out during that time because I've had my eyes on some things. So another company that I'm probably going to be looking into, because my son just finished a book from them, and that is Lamplighters. We have really, I feel like we have some more books throughout the house of them, but these are older books. He just finished The Bishop's Shadow, and a lot of these books were written towards the end of the 1800s. If you have children upper elementary, for sure, maybe like 6th, 7th grade might be the oldest, but The Giant Killer and The White Knights are really good. But let me share some of our favorite. They actually have audio dramas. Now, they will have those on MP3 downloads now. I'm not even sure. They might have the CDs still. I have had these for several years. My boys have listened to these when they were younger. My youngest has listened to them. Share a couple of our favorites, and these are probably some of the most popular with Lamplighters, and that would be Teddy's Button. A great story. They have the book itself, but they also have a children's version with pictures and things like that. So they have some books that are more for younger children that would be an adaptation from the originals. So that might be something if you have younger children. They have good character quality building. My boys learned so many lessons from these. This is what I absolutely loved about them. Another one is Charlie's Choice, definitely like elementary, upper elementary. And I have a few more that, Sir Malcolm and the Missing Prince, really good one. I have several more here too. quite a collection here of the audio, and those were great stories. Now, those are actually the audio drama version of the books themselves. So you can purchase the books if they are wanting to read them. Now, this son now is more of a reader, so I may be looking at actual books to purchase him, see if they have any sales. So I did want to mention that to you. Another one that we just started this school year is World Watch News. And I have had like free trials and different things with them, but I've never really taken the advantage of implementing it. And I don't know why. I do know when they first came out, this is really just telling you how long I've been homeschooling. They had the magazines, they had the free, everything was free online, but you paid for like the magazines. But we are using them this school year, and it's been great. My son looks forward to it every day, or if we miss, we've got to catch up. So it takes a little bit longer. But I did email them, and they did tell me, and I actually looked on the site, it's starting right now, 90 days for free. So I would definitely be checking them out. And if you don't mind, I do have a link and a coupon code for a free month. So I think that should put you into 4 months free. So check it out if you're interested in. They have a sample video. I highly suggest just, read everything. That's what I always do. Just read through everything, be confident in what you're doing. Of course, it is free, but I do think they'll ask for a card and all that. So if you decide you don't want it, be sure to hit that stop button before the time is up. Let's talk about something fun. Now, Rainbow Resources actually usually, I don't think I've gotten it this school year. I think they want you to actually ask for it, and that is their Christmas catalog. Now, they do have curriculum. I've ordered lots of curriculum, and if anything $50 or over, the shipping is free, which is great. If you know my youngest at all, he is a World War II buff. He's really gotten into all history. But the last several years, when he was really fourth, fifth, sixth grade, we were ordering these Kobe sets, and they're just Lego sets, is pretty much what they are. But you can buy historical like vehicles. He has tons of them. He has lots of tanks and planes. He actually has an aircraft carrier. And I have a video. It was a very short video, but I'll link it below if you're sort of curious how in-depth that one is, because it's a little bit more expensive. But he used his own Christmas money to purchase it, and he was so excited. And this was a few years ago, so he was younger. But they have other things too. They have like a Christmas one. They have the Titanic. They have like emergency vehicles, all those sorts of things. So, but again, they have a huge, thick catalog, all kinds of things for boys, girls, different ages. If you're looking for something, I don't know. I noticed that these were on sale. And again, Amazon probably sells some of these. You could price compare, but the shipping will be free if it's $50 or over. And I really feel like I've done that. The price is very comparable. So, okay, another thing I want to mention, and a lot of these things you probably have heard me talk about, but this is the time of year to get them because they're probably going to have some sort of sale. So if you are looking into specific things, that's why I'm just trying to give you some ideas. Maybe there's something you're interested in, or you have done or you have purchased before for a gift. I would love for you to link below, because I know I am not mentioning everything. So we would love to hear other ideas. But I do want to share YWAM's Christian Heroes Then and Now, and also American Heroes Then and Now. This would be an American William Wilberforce and Winston Churchill. And then you have Christian heroes, David Livingstone, Cameron Townsend, and I have a pile about this big. Now, they do have the audios, and I have had several of these, but I have gotten rid of those. This is an MP3. I think it was the only one, and we really, really liked the D.L. Moody one. I don't have the book. I need to get the book because I feel like these will last a little bit longer than these. So, but I do have a coupon code for these. Plus, again, I would definitely be on their email list, be checking them out for any Black Friday or probably Cyber Monday deals. I can't imagine that they're not going to have something. Okay, for me, there's a few homeschool things that I probably will be keeping my eyes open. I'm really not sure. It depends on the deal, because, you know, this is that season where if you can find a really, really good deal, it's really tempting to go ahead and get now. But I am looking at things that I know. That's another thing. It's a little overwhelming because when they have this and it's something that you have not used and you're not familiar with and you think you need it, it may not, they'll have another sale. They will. But if you know it's something you already use, you know that you are going to need that and you're ready to purchase it, now is the time, because they probably will have some really good deals. So one thing that you may have not thought about, and that is a homeschool convention. We have gone to the Teach Them Diligently one here in Tennessee several years, not in a row, but we've been there several different times. I'll actually have a video of when I went. I don't think it was this past spring, but the spring before. I will link that below. And they are worth going, especially if you've never been to one. So I don't have any tickets yet. In my mind, I really would like to go, but I'm trying to decide if it's absolutely necessary. But I probably will peek over there to see what kind of deal they have going on during Black Friday or Cyber Monday or both. So I'm sure they'll have some form of weekend deal. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, curriculum-wise, you know that I use Heart of Dakota, and I actually reached out to them, just curious, because they do have sales on and off if you are familiar with them. If you're not, I will leave a link below of them and everybody else, and I may even leave a video or two about them if you're curious. But I did reach out to them, and they said, again, make sure you're on the email list and you'll be one of the first to know. Now, they probably said they'll probably do a sale more in December instead of Black Friday or Cyber Monday, but I would get on their email list just in case. Another one that we just started using is Campfire curriculum. Now, that is a unit study curriculum. We just finished up the meteorology. I have a video on that, and we're starting a new one, the car mechanics. So I am definitely going to be checking them out because it really worked out when I purchased them at the beginning of the school year that they were having a sale then. And it really, really helps out when they're having a sale. It is something that you do have to print off, and it can be a full curriculum, but doesn't have the math, or they have, I think, some that are just the specific unit or subject that you're talking about. So I'm going to be checking them out and just wanted to share that thought with you if you were interested. It's always better to try something when it's on sale, right? Okay, and the last one would be the curriculum that we are using, and I'm really just sharing this with you, is Learn Math Fast. We started this last year with my 7th grader who was really, really struggling, and so thankful. It's still working great. He's in the pre-algebra part. He started from the beginning and just went through the first 2 books, and he's in the pre-algebra this school year. So if you are interested in that, I do have a special 20% off code below that they are offering through the Black Friday weekend, offering it early. So I will link that below. If you use my code, that would really help me out, and I would appreciate that. So again, remember, if it's something you really don't want to miss, make sure you're on their email list, make sure you're on their Facebook page. And if there was anything that I missed, which I'm sure there was, please share below. We would love to hear what you are going to be looking for during these special sales. And I want to say holiday season. So I hope this was helpful. Maybe gave you some ideas because you haven't even thought about shopping yet, if you're like me. But I know there's lots of videos out there that are already sharing what you have gotten your kids. Congratulations. I don't think I've ever done that this early. So, all right. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love for you to join me, as I do enjoy doing homeschool content, past and present, and extra things like this too. I would love for you to subscribe and join us. So, all right. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you again soon.